Welcome back. As promised, here is another video on ordering fractions, but this time we are focusing on fractions with unlike denominators. As we said in our previous videos, denominators are the bottom numbers of your fractions. So we are focusing on fractions that have different bottom numbers. When we are ordering, we are focusing on ascending order, which is small to big, or as we say, least to greatest, or descending order, which is big to small, or as we say, greatest to least. Let's look at our first set of fractions. Arrange these fractions in order from least to greatest. The fractions we are looking at today are 7 over 10, 2 over 6, 4 over 5, and 1 over 2. To order fractions with unlike denominators, we are going to take the same approach as we did with the comparing fractions video. If you haven't seen that, I encourage you to take a look. We are going to use fraction bars to arrange these fractions. Our first fraction is going to have 10 parts, the next 6, the next 5, and the next 2. Then we are going to shade in the amounts. From there, we will be able to determine which is the greatest amount and the least amount. So let's begin with our fraction bars. This is for 7 out of 10. We'll use this for, this one is looking a little bit hungry. Let's give it some more. Make it a little bigger. All right, that's for the second fraction. This is for the third, and this is for the fourth. I'm kind of coming into my space for the second set, but we can always erase that, okay? So let's do the fraction parts. We're going to make 10 out of the first set. Make 5 first, and then we cut each 5 in half so that we can have 10 parts. Now we're going to make 6. So what I do, I make 3 parts, and then I split each part into 2 parts. So that makes 6. Now we're going to have 5. And then we're going to have 2 right down the middle. Now let's shade the parts. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 2 over 6. 1, 2. Then 4 out of the 5. 1, 2. Please forgive my coloring. 3, 4. And then we're going to have 1 out of the 2 parts. Now, what I'm going to do differently with these fraction bars is I'm going to do a measuring line. That helps us to determine how much of, let's just call these loaves of bread, and the shaded part represents how much of the bread we have eaten, okay? The measuring line is going to show us just how much of the bread we have consumed. So for this one, we stopped here. And then for this particular bread, let's just say this is white bread. I don't really like white bread. So I'll say we ate about just a small amount. From here, this is a different type of bread, and we ate quite a bit of that. And for this one, we stopped right here. All right, now, which of the bread, or in this case, fraction bars, did we eat the least of? You are correct, the second one. So which fraction shows this one right here? That is the 2 out of 6. So 2 out of 6 is our smallest amount. Let's look now to see which one of these now is the second least amount. Looks like this one. This is 1 over 2. Now, which one is the least amount now out of this one and this? You are correct. That would be 7 over 10. So this piece, and let's just say That's coconut raisin bread. I love coconut raisin bread. So I ate a whole lot of the coconut raisin bread and I left that little piece right there for you. So I'm going to put 4 over 5 as our last fraction because it is the greatest amount eaten. I hope that you understood all of that. Give me 1 minute to erase the board and I'll be right back. Welcome back. We are now looking at question B, which is asking us to arrange the fractions in order from greatest to least, which means we are going from big to small. As you can see, I've cleared up our space, so we have room to do our fraction bars. I wonder this time what the pictures would represent. Could we say maybe a popsicle? All right, let's do that instead. And I'm going to draw the pictures up. Okay, so that's another way that you can do it as well. Make sure that the fraction bars are the same size as best as you can get it. That way when you measure, it's even. Okay, so this is one. They are our fraction bars or our pretend popsicles. We have strawberry, let's just say pina colada, let's just say orange and grape. Okay, just for fun. Let's just make it a little bit fun today, okay? So we have here 2 over 8, 1 over 3, 1 over 1, and 5 over 7. The first fraction has 8 parts. So we're going to make 8 parts in our fraction bar. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make 2. Then I'm going to split each 2 to make 4. Then I'm going to split each 4 into 2 to make 8. Those tables come in handy for this, guys. For this particular fraction, we're going to have 3 parts. So that's 1 part here and 1 part here. This particular one has 1 part. So that's this entire part right there. And this one has 7 parts. Ooh, okay, let's see how quick and easy we can do this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It didn't work. Let's try again. I told you in the previous video, this can sometimes be very tricky, but the more you practice it, the better it will be. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yay, I did it. And that's grape. I like grape. All right, so let's begin to shade now to represent how much was eaten. Two bites out of this particular fraction bar was eaten. So strawberry, we ate 2 pieces. For this particular fraction, we ate 1 piece. That was a big bite. For this one, we ate 1 out of the 1 part. So this whole thing was eaten. Wow. And then we have 5 out of the 7 parts. So let's just say we took 5 out of the 7 bites. Now, we have to put these in order from greatest to least. So we're looking for the one that was eaten the most of first. Which one was eaten the most? Don't forget, the shaded parts represent how much we have eaten. Which one did we eat the most of? You are correct. Right here. We ate this entire fraction, this entire popsicle, which was orange. And I love orange popsicles. So 1 over 1 is sometimes called a whole. Whenever your numerator and your denominator is the same, that is considered your entire fraction. So 1 over 1 is our largest amount. And you wouldn't think that, hey, because it's the smallest number. But as I said in our previous video, we cannot determine the size of a fraction based on the number at the bottom of the fraction. So let's look to see now which fraction was eaten the most after the orange. Which was the second most favorite? Grape. And guess what? I like grape popsicles too. So 5 out of 7 would be our second largest amount. What is our third largest amount? We stopped here for this one, and we stopped here for that one. Which one did we take a bigger bite of? You are correct. Pina colada. That's delicious too. So we're going to put 1 over 3 And the last one, the one that didn't get eaten that much, was the strawberry one. And I'm sure plenty of you love the strawberry popsicles. So that would be 2/8. So there you have it. Fraction bars make ordering fractions and comparing fractions with unlike denominators very easy. I promise you, if you try this, you will not regret it. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to like, share, and subscribe for more upcoming videos.